Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the PhonoLab MIDI M8 with Ableton Live and how you can attach your MIDI to Ableton so the unit can function correctly. What we're going to do is I'll just quickly show you the first thing to do is to set your MIDI MIDI preferences. So you can see here the SSL2 is our audio interface, and track we've just got the out selected, and in we have the remote selected. And that's basically all you need to do there. So once you've set that, let's go ahead and create a locator. I'm going to add a locator to the beginning with start of cut. You just right click up at the top there. Let's move that along. And what we're going to do is now map our MIDI functions using the manual cut page. So if you go into manual cut, you'll see we have play, stop, and locator. And we're going to map those to the start, stop, and locator in Ableton. So if you do Command M, opens up your MIDI mapping. Click on the play button and hit play. Click on the stop button, click stop. Click on the locator and press locator. Okay. And now you can see on the left hand side that we have we've got channel 1 and C2, D2, E2. We've got all of those, so that would work. So to exit that, you just do Command M. So now that's all set up. So now if I press play, see it starts Ableton. If I hit stop, it stops it. If I hit locator, the playback cursor goes back to the beginning. So let's set up your tracks now. So we'll go audio files. In the audio track, we'll create a MIDI clip. So Command or Control Shift T if you're using Mac or MIDI, sorry, Mac or Windows. We'll call this Automation. So we have our MIDI track here. This is essentially an external MIDI controller, or an external MIDI instrument. So if you go into the instruments in your browser window in Ableton, external instrument, drag that in. You're going to go MIDI to SSL2, channel 1, that's fine. Okay, so that's everything set up, so it should work for you with this setup. I'm also have MIDI clips here, which I will include. So this has your standard lead in, wind on, and lead out. See, lead in goes in the beginning, and I guess it's good to know how to set your the length of the clip. It doesn't really matter. It does matter that it's on loop, so unclick loop. But I set this for the length of how long it takes for the head down and the lead in to happen. So if you go to settings, go to page 12, see head down and lead in, 9.3 seconds. So I usually drag this, we'll go to 11. So that's my lead in time. And I'll add another locator here and rename this audio start. This is where you can drag in your audio files. So the way that I would set up a project is that. Just zoom in, make sure that's there, perfect. In between tracks, we put wind-ons. Now again, you can find your wind-ons here. Wind-on duration 0.57 seconds. So maybe you want to just reduce that, so it's more like the size of the actual wind-on, and then you do a track after that. and then at the end you put a lead out. I usually give it a few seconds before the lead out. It's 6:39. Okay, so make sure project's at the beginning, and we'll just do a little test just to make sure this works. So usually you press start position, but just for ease I'm going to press start. So the head's going down, lead in is initiated. And the audio is playing, I've got the amp down. So if I turn it on, you can hear the audio there. If I scoot along, the wind on, see a wind on triggered this screen, let you know that's happening. It will go back to the cutting in progress screen. Same goes for the lead out. So when the lead out occurs, the head lifts, the head returns home, and also you can see that the project has stopped and the playback has returned to the locator that says start cut. That's how you set it up. I'll make this available to everyone to download. All right, that's it.